It's real now. Welcome back to the WRC Show, Season 2. I'm one of your hosts, DottyRedd. We at Episode 6, the Roundtable. Of course, you already know this young lady over here. This is Shayla May. Tone, Clyde Jackson, you know, part of the whole setting here. Lola B ain't here today, but that's okay. We're going to make sure we rep for her. And then over here, we got our guests, our special guests for the Roundtable. I'm going to let them introduce themselves because sometimes I mess up names quickly here. Who do we have here today?
Danielle Johnson.
Danielle Johnson here.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Herman.
I'm out with you.
Herman. And what's your name? Bekah. You're Bekah over here. So we're here again, Roundtable. We just got a couple of discussions that we want to have. We're going to time the discussions to about 3 minutes per. If we carry over, of course, you know how that get when we on Real Connect. But I'm going to start it off here because there's a couple of things that's on my mind. One of them particularly, and I always like to pick it up, is perceivably is one of the words that Herman hate that I use because it's made up, but I love it. So it is what it is. This is one of those one Real Connect perceivably moments. Okay. Right. But social media. I'm a big, lover and hater of social media, right? Everybody have their own, love-hate moments of social media. Okay. How do you feel social media in 10 years? Where would it be? How will it affect families, money, hackings, so forth? What do you feel about it, Shayla? I'm putting her on blast. I'll be scared. You gotta hit the person that talk the most first. Get them out the way.
Well then. Well, I feel two different ways with social media. Number one, I think some people do play out too much of their personal lives on social media. But at the same time, you can go and vent and say whatever you want. It's a free country. You know what I mean? If you're feeling like you want people to know you pissed about whatever situation, you have that right. But when somebody's like, oh, that person is retarded, you can't be mad because you put everything out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
They name.
So, yes, it's social media. But at the same time, it does help you. Like, I have a couple relatives out of state, a lot of relatives out of state. And the only way I really connect with them and they can see my kids and things like that are through social media. So I think it has a lot of positives. If I was an employer, I would go look at people's Facebook pages before I hire them.
Police.
Right, I am the police.
I love
Believe
it. Hey, you get to run people.
Yes.
How do you feel about it, Annie?
I think if it's used properly, it can help you. Like with my business, I'm a realtor, so I like to post my open houses. If I have a house that I'm listing, or if I have a buyer need, I put it out there and I get a lot of feedback. Every now and then I might post a picture of my daughter and myself so my family can see it. But if it's used properly, that's with anything.
Now we all know, because this is sounding real clean right there.
A lot of people
misuse not used properly.
And no, I don't like when people tell all their businesses. I have a lot of people. I unfollow real quick. Like, I like the unfollow button. I use it quite often, like every day. Like, I can't hear about you and your dude because he did this, he cheated on you on Monday, and then Tuesday he the love of your life, and y'all so strong and you don't care. Then why did you tell me? Like, you told everybody. Like, who does that? Like, he a cheater on Monday, he a cheater on Tuesday.
That's true.
Hello.
Completely agree.
What you think, Frank?
I think in 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
I think Facebook gonna be a little bit bad. This new company called TSU. Follow me on there, CO7 LYFE.
I've been
LYFE.
seeing the TSU thing going on. Well, tell us about the TSU. What's the difference between the TSU and social?
TSU pay you to be on there to post.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
They pay you to be on there to post.
Stay focused.
Because my face was it MySpace? I'm sorry, MySpace was the bomb like 10 years ago, and I was Facebook. I remember when I heard Facebook.
I have not heard anybody say the bomb in a while.
Don't
That's okay, people. We're bringing it back on One Real Connect.
Bring it back.
Right.
Don't age. It's okay.
Well, y'all know what? I really want to hear what the famous Facebook couple has to say about this social media. That's what I call them.
Is that the Facebook couple?
Yes, that's Facebook royalty over there, Herm.
10 years.
Well, scratch what my sister talking about.
Please, because
I'm going back to I think social media gonna be like in 10 years. I think Facebook is gonna be like MySpace. I think it's gonna be something totally new. You never know what technology may have. You might be able to just look at the palm of your hand on some Total Recall and just a whole holographic 3D screen just pop up. You know what I'm saying? And you just swipe in the air, left swipe in the air. Like, I mean, the way social media is used, like, television commercials probably gonna be a thing of the past. You know, billboards and stuff like that gonna be a thing of the past because nobody really watches TV like that no more. Everything is done in the palm of your hand. It's on your phone. So I think social media is gonna be the new platform for television, advertising, music. I mean, sound. You got.
That's what.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what.
I think it's gonna be the new avenue for.
That's what TSU do. It puts
Kinda like
advertisement
Betamax
on their
hanging
page.
through VCRs out. Yeah.
Right. What was that? Tom?
Betamax.
Betamax. I've never
Yeah,
heard.
you don't remember the VCR and Betamax?
That was the name of the VCR?
It was
Betamax.
Betamax. It was like this big, and the tapes was like this big.
That gotta be
Yeah.
like a over 30.
What?
Man, this is some '80s baby.
I'm an 80s
I know
baby.
VHS.
I've never. I mean, yeah. Look,
You
why
don't know what
we
beta is?
No, but
It was like
that's
this
okay.
big. It was like this big.
It was Betamax, then it was VCRs,
Yeah.
then it was DVD players.
Then it was CDs.
I was
Color.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I don't think we was
I
at that place of life, and that's okay. Things
I
happen
only know
like
about
that.
that because my aunt still got one. You know?
I'm still about that VHS life.
Yeah,
so.
I like VHSs.
What?
I miss those.
But look,
Listen,
social
they don't
media.
scratch.
Let me tell you what I hate about social media.
Hey,
That
CDs,
recoil.
DVD, I hate them. You
Two
download
things
them.
I hate about social media. When people get on there and they argue and they can't spell nothing right,
When you mad,
and
The spell check is messing you up, but you be too mad to try to check it.
thank you. It's the autocorrect.
Well,
It's
well,
the
I can just sit on your
autocorrect.
phone.
and,
After
and
public
number
schools.
two, and number two, when you in a relationship today, and then you locked in the next day, and then you broke up the next day, and then you locked in. Last time I was locked in was at Buck Street in 03.
Locked in with what? A situation?
A lock
Lock
in.
in.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
locked in? Oh, yeah. Okay. What is he talking about?
All the chicks, that's
You
all
know
it says,
why.
be locked in.
What?
No,
Listen,
You never
people,
seen-
stay focused here.
It be like in the little hashtag,
You like
hashtag
this
we
close
locked
to getting
in.
fired, people. Let's just keep it real
He
here.
been that close for a minute.
Look, we're gonna move on to another part because one of the little twist questions that I wanted to ask here, and I was kind of gonna wait toward the end, but I think it's a good one to bring up while the energy is up. Is who have hurt you most in your life, family or friends?
Shayla.
We were never together.
You know they used to date people. We say that every week.
No.
We say that every week. They used to date.
We wasn't together, Shayla? Hey, look, she came to see me perform. We was together.
My friend is a comedian.
Y'all want to go back
He's
to
not
this?
there,
So you
but
said
I
you bought her a
wasn't
drink.
there too. I was not there.
No, I ain't borrowed a drink. The picture was already on the table. I
Okay.
ain't have to. One step gone. That's cool. No,
I'm
I was
done.
playing.
Okay, anyways.
Look,
Okay, somebody real answer this, please.
Frank, let's go to you. How do you feel? Who hurt you most, friends or family?
I don't let no friend hurt me. Family.
You ain't never had a friend hurt you?
Oh yeah, friends will hurt you, but like that's the
most.
point. That's the point. Like, man, I've been in more fights with family than friends.
Understandable. Danny?
I mean, I can't call them friends like I thought they were friends, but clearly they weren't. If they were, they wouldn't have hurt me like that. So I'm gonna say
Sound like you was about to
friends.
cry for a minute.
That was a little choke up.
I had a
That's not
flashback,
right.
you know, like it hit me like, whoa. You know.
Understandable. It's messed up.
I'm gonna
out
say
here.
friends, 'cause,
Friends?
you know, yeah.
Shayla?
So far,
Well,
friends.
you know, I haven't really had a lot of experiences with family per se-ably, hurting me. So I would have to say friends, even though, I mean, all my friendships really are like me and Dottie's 18 years. I mean, I don't really
Don't make me
fall out
sound that
until
old.
you are that old. You was 12, getting it. But
What?
Getting it. We're gonna tell those stories later. We got a lot of episodes.
All right, that's why they sign paperwork, people. We don't talk about things.
Anywho. So, but I would say friends only because you can't choose your family. You know what I mean? So, friends.
Friends?
My daddy hurt me the most.
You can't choose your family. What you talking about?
My daddy hurt me.
Yo Diddy.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah,
Your daddy?
yeah.
Okay.
That's a southern.
Yeah, is that what that is? What you over there, Pizz?
I honestly, and this is different, but I'm gonna say the school system because when
The school system?
yes, because
That
after-
wasn't even an option.
But I'm saying though, like
Your friends?
with friends and but with friends and family, you gonna always have ups and downs with those. You know what I'm saying? But the things that mattered to me, you know what I'm saying, was my education. And when I got grown and started studying shit for myself, I found out
What
that
school did you go
everything
to?
I learned. I went to Akron Public School.
No, but which school?
I went to.
Wait, now don't. What
Which
you
high
trying to
school?
say, then?
I went to Elliott.
Before you say
I went to
the
Central,
same school.
and I had no issues in college.
Listen,
No, but I'm
she was
saying
so-
no. This is what I'm
She
saying
was so
though.
well spoken until she said what high school she was.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm a Falcon, man.
This is what I'm
went to
saying
St.
though.
Mary's
When I
still, though.
when I grew up,
St.
and I
Mary's, how
thought
about
some of the things that I thought was factual come out to be like a lie. Like everything I thought was true was a lie, especially when it comes to history. I feel like my
he went
teachers
to
let
LA.
me.
Okay, that's
No, but I'm just saying.
Control the book, control the
That's the
prisoners,
same
man.
history
You know
book.
that.
Because
I can tell you
I
no
love
truth.
history. I took 5 history classes in 3
Ain't no
years.
truth in the
high
history
school,
books, you
and
know that.
I loved it, but at the same time,
Hey,
you
one
didn't
history
realize
book
that you're
reading.
being lied to.
Was you there?
So like my family can fall into that too, because as when you coming up, you looking to your family for guidance too, and you think they're not gonna tell you wrong, so they going off of what they know. But when I got grown at the age I am now to study it for myself and figure out and research things on my own, everything I thought was true was a lie, basically.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
How about the missus over here? How you feel?
I would have to say friends.
Friends? See, oh, that was so sweet.
It was, wasn't it?
Well, I'm saying family, because you know you kind of build your friends to me. I mean, you know who kind of do what, so you know who can handle what. But family is just a mud, because you put your guard down with family, and they tend to crap on you the most, kind of thing. To me, in my opinion, per se. But speaking of that, I know he mentioned the school systems, which is actually to me is a good one, because the next question was pertaining to the school systems, right? Like, what are they missing? And I think going back, and me and Shayla was just talking about this here, and I'm gonna let her tap into this
They need
one.
to start paddling again, man. They like this.
I do agree. The paddle used to give me an order.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like, because
They
when I was at
discipline.
Central, which was the best.
They had paddle?
Central Howard now.
Can't talk about
But
Central.
I'm gonna say this though, like I was in all honor courses, but when we had our grade point was different, like 93 to 100 was an A, but if you was in the basic classes, 90 to 100 was an A. But when it came to time to go to post-secondary options, the people who took basic classes had a higher GPA because they had a different grading score. If anything, if I'm taking harder coursework, I think I should have had an easier grading scale. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, though, like,
We got critical on the schoolwork here.
My daughter goes to Hoban, and she has over a 90 in every single class, and she still has 2 B's because you have to have a 93.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's like that work is harder. Like, 'cause I had my friend.
89 and a
I
half.
I was in IB at Firestone High School, man, and I loved it, man.
IB, what is it?
International Baccalaureate.
Okay.
It was an extreme.
They still have that.
I thought that might have been
Marketing and sales.
Yeah, straight up. No,
But you know, I would say this.
I was in IB Honors Health and IB Honors Gym and IB Honors Lunch.
I can't take you serious now.
Hey, but like seriously, dog, I think the Pledge of Allegiance should go.
Do you think that's what I like?
It should go.
The pledge, I think
It's a
that was
lie.
like the moment that everybody stood together.
It's a direct lie.
in unity,
Start your day off as a lie.
Hey,
Well, this is my thing. Get off all the trivial stuff and get to the important things, which are the fact that
respecting
Teachers ain't
adults.
teaching.
number one, teachers aren't
How
teaching,
can
but
they
a
teach?
lot of the
Teachers.
reason the
Ain't it
teachers
from the
can't
house?
teach. Exactly,
Because of these
because they
bad
have
kids.
to parent your kids first.
But listen
all
though,
these kids
but listen
are
though.
over medicated and overly
Right,
sensitive.
these chemical babies out here.
Well, you know
what I'm
why
saying?
though, right?
The
You know how much
chemical
they
babies is
get per
messing
kid?
everything
But
up.
you know what?
Every-
I'm in
everybody
the
on
PTA
radio.
at my daughter's school, and her school,
You on the PTA?
I'm on the PTA.
Oh, okay.
My daughter go to King, which is the #1 elementary in Akron.
No, it's
and
number 2.
No, it's 1.
Number 2.
No.
King is number 1.
King is #1.
Yeah,
No, it's
number
1.
2.
That's number 1.
Look, you can tell the parents.
So
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what I find disturbing. That as far as it's really hard to get in there if you're not living in the neighborhood. You have to open a roll and everything, do a lottery and all that. So when I'm at the PTA and I only see 15 parents, I'm confused because
That's a lot.
Man,
not to me, because
It's
over
the
30
Active Fedora
over
age,
30
man.
parents took the time out your day to send your child here. Why? Because you know it's a good school. So why not? I mean, my whole thing is don't come to the school when someone shoot it up, or if your kid got kicked out, or something's going on, your kid got an F. Come at the beginning so you know what's going on. I know I know the teacher, I know the principal, they know me, I know the vice principal.
So
and
it
the
goes
principal.
back to the household.
Exactly.
to me. I mean, I hate to say in a sense, but like everybody, I'm sure, seen the video of the little officer that yoked up the little.
Oh, that was just dead wrong.
No, but my daughter, that
Jesus.
was
Let me tell you, I've been
That
in
was
jail
not
or
dead
something.
wrong.
But
And I'm
you
gonna
have
tell
to,
you why.
Why wasn't that wrong?
I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't wrong in my eyes as a parent. It's because when you go through the chain of command, the teacher tell you get out the class.
But did we
The
see what happened? How the teacher
But the
told her?
principal tell you get
don't
out the
matter.
Was the
class.
principal there?
Yeah,
But no one's
see,
come
he had the
out. They
door
said her
like
mother
that.
had just
Sister.
died. They said her mother just died.
It
That
don't
don't
matter.
excuse bad
But if
behavior.
they
But
tell
we don't
you,
know. Did they
if they
tell
tell
her?
you to put the phone up and get out the class, when the cop come, you think he gonna be nice about it?
But I mean,
That's
he
why
I mean,
He had to do it how he did her.
He
though.
went way
don't
too
matter.
far, but at the same
They slammed my
time,
boy Dwight in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no fear on no cops, man.
This little, she was 80-pound little girl,
oh,
man.
this is my
He
thing.
took the whole
though.
desk
He
over.
was in 10th grade.
Okay, but listen though, this is my thing because I
can
work
do
in
anything, man.
I work in juvenile corrections, so I would know this better than anybody.
He took it
So
personal.
you see a lot of
I
stuff.
see a lot of stuff because that's the kids I
A lot of
work
stuff you
with.
can't talk
But
about.
my thing is number one, I don't agree with how he did it. But
No.
after I went off on everybody else, I would have went off on my kid because why do all these people have to tell you to get up?
Me and that cop
At
had
the
a
same
problem,
time,
personal
they tell
problem.
you to get up and leave, you leave. If you feel like something, you know, you being funky handled, you get on that phone and you call me after you leave. But you don't sit in the classroom and just blatantly say you're not going to do
But, you
something.
know,
The problem
that's gross
is these
insubordination.
parents be telling their kids, oh, somebody treat you some type of way,
Yeah.
call me.
Again,
Don't
it goes
da- da-
back
da-
to
da-
the
da.
household.
That's because the national age of a grandmother is 45.
Yeah.
Hey,
know what I'm
listen,
saying?
and you know what? That's how old my mother is, and she got 4 grandkids, so I respect that. But guess what? I beats my kids. I'm not having it.
Cut.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, no,
Hey, ain't enough chest check
Corporal
going on.
punishment in the state of
Maybe
Ohio.
back smack.
I used to get-
but we
I used to
don't-
get chest
none of
checked.
that.
You're allowed to put your hands on your kids in the state of Ohio unless you leave a mark. Again, I'm in juvenile
Is that
corrections.
research?
Believe it's research.
Got a him in the
I
hair.
can tell you the Ohio
Oh,
revised
good
code
trick,
on that.
And there it is. But I mean, you think about it, like, you know, you got that situation. I don't know if y'all seen it where the
put the
teacher
phone
was
books on them?
having a hard time with,
I saw that.
with the girl, like, or it was a guy
Well, it was
trying
a
to,
guy.
like,
He was
in his
rude
face,
to
just
that
kept trying
teacher.
to jump
I
at
felt
him.
so bad.
Oh,
for
in
her.
Chicago?
I would have just left.
Ah,
I would have looked across
yeah.
and like, you know what?
Chicago's it's just
Cool.
different anyway.
Deuces.
They was out there running around the classroom like they was monkeys. It was crazy.
They got the highest murder
Then
rate.
I saw
They ain't
one-
respecting no
It
teachers.
was
Nah.
it PA that the teacher and the girl
Everybody,
got into a
everybody
fight
got a friend
though?
did. My
Right,
bad.
right. It goes into that area, I guess, is what the school systems is missing. So, I mean, kind of going back to Pizz, who actually kind of initiated this one. School systems are missing what?
I think
They're missing
Man.
God.
Men.
They used to pray. They used to have prayer in this church.
I don't think God should be in school system.
Men. They're
That's
missing
what's
men.
wrong.
No.
When
I think-
things happen,
Pizz,
we're like, well,
let's see what
that's
Pizz
right,
got to say,
happened.
people. Pizz.
I honestly think I think they need to. The only thing that's universal, well, that used to be universal in school, is the math, and now the math isn't universal because have you seen this Common Core shit? That they
Okay.
do?
It don't even make sense.
Like it don't make sense. Like how the f you gonna ask me like solve this question? All right, the answer is 21. I know how to get to 21. There's a few different ways you can get to 21, but if I got 13 apples, 17 monkeys, and 3 cars, how the f am I gonna get 21 out of that? Like it really don't make sense. And then they're not teaching. Like they took cursive out of school
Yes,
too.
I'm upset
So
about
how
that.
I
how's
ain't
my
mad at that.
like
I ain't
me and
mad
my
at
daughter
that.
was practicing
find
cursive
her
last night. She still know how to write her name in cursive, but they basically saying only thing you need to know how to write cursive for is to sign your name.
Right.
But if you're not teaching it, how is they gonna learn to
Right.
sign their name?
I agree.
I'm sorry, but I hate trying to read something that somebody that wrote and I can barely it's ineligible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
You
it
have a
can't
good
make
example.
sense. So like me myself, I have very good penmanship. I think I have excellent penmanship for a guy, but that comes from plus I draw, but cursive writing and all that stuff. That's going out of the system. I think some of these bad drugged up kids need to be paddled. I'm sorry. Like when I used to get out of line, my mom gave me, but it's a difference with the generation of parenting too, because you got these crack babies that got lean babies now and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give a about nothing. You know what I'm
They get that
saying?
check. They get that check. Now they
Like
content.
you can't take somebody's parenting seriously whose interest is world star fights and twerk videos. and
Yeah,
shit.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't got no kids, that's cool. But as a parent, you know what I'm saying. Then you gotta start to look at things a little bit differently. Like I ask my daughter, even if I don't I see my daughter every other weekend. But when I don't have my daughter, I'm on that phone, like what's going on, what's your grades looking like, what's going on in school. And then after I get off the phone with her, because she know I'm smart, I'm sweet on her. After I get off the phone with her, I call her mom, so I can get the real story. So if something ain't adding up, I think schools is missing. Like I said, the only thing that was universal was the math. They need that back because, especially as a minority, that's the only thing we had a fair chance with anyway. You know what I'm saying? The history is skewed. A lot of kids can't read. You know what I'm saying? Because the teacher's not putting forth the
They
effort.
took music out too, right?
Yeah, the arts too. I
All the
love
arts.
All the arts.
all yes.
This is
Well, I
making.
think my daughter, I pay for her to have extra.
You shouldn't have to do that though, man. That should be
Yeah,
a part
you
of the
shouldn't have to.
curriculum.
And then the last thing I think is what she was saying. Because when I was coming up, my parents were on PTA too, and our used to be packed. But 15 parents out of like a school of a couple of hundred, that's...
It's over. It's like at least 500-600 kids.
But
So you
listen,
mean to tell
though,
me we can't at least get 5 kids?
The cost of living,
Right.
When we were in school, the cost of living was minimal. Now it's through the roof. Parents have to work 40, 50 hours. Just
I
to
got
make
2
it.
jobs though, so
But-
and I make it. If I can't come,
but
no,
what
what?
if-
My mother comes.
But
We a
okay,
team out here. Okay.
got me. But like,
Argue
but,
with that.
I'm gonna be real. My daughter's that age.
but everybody,
in her
mama ain't like
life,
your mama.
so-
Your mama be like, that's your damn child.
No, my mama like,
You know what I'm
we a
saying?
team. I tell my daughter, we a team.
I think they need to take a lot of the I don't want to say this. I'm trying to say it in a correct way.
Oh, okay. Well, take your time.
I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to be hard, but I just feel like, man, a lot of parents, just especially men, a lot of the fathers, they only show up for the father walk, man.
I hate
Nah,
that.
man,
I
that ain't
see
true,
a lot of
man.
daddies because
I
my
go
daughter's
to get my daughter from school.
I'm
We be like 100 dads out there,
I'm
man.
not talking, I'm not
man,
talking
listen.
about them dads.
talking about the dads.
Those
who
the
came
dads
up the
I'm
walk.
not talking
That's
about.
what I was.
I'm talking about the dads that
I
show
didn't
up
know.
for the walk, and that's it. You
A
should be
made-up
there
holiday.
every day. It ain't just for this day to eat
I'm not
some
there.
donuts,
I'm not
man.
there every day. I'm not
That's
there
not
every
just for
day,
the
man.
ones you live with. How
Some
about
dads
that?
gotta work. Sometimes
Some
they're
dads
there, I
only do
get
for the
it.
ones
But
they
still,
live
But
with.
she
you
getting
can
out, I'm going in.
But you
I
can
can't be there
still
every
you
day.
can still make them old pop-up visits like we used to have in the 90s. I know y'all remember them.
He talk like he's so
No,
old.
you
I just
can't.
realized
You
what,
got
what
those.
year he graduated. I'm like,
I remember
Right.
that. Motherfuckers be looking at the class.
oh,
My mom used to pop up like, oh, how you doing?
And pop-up visits.
My mom used to pop up in my high school like, oh, okay, mom, how you doing? Like, thanks.
grandma was not
My
coming
mom
up
was
there.
dope. They call my mom Miss
My dad
Parker,
was a
so
coach. He was
I
there
didn't
every
want her popping up.
What you doing in here, boy?
But, you know, I think
What's
also
a
the
pizza?
issue. Some of the parents, instead of listening to what's going on, they ready to fight the teacher, and teachers don't get paid like that much. To, you know, so.
But I think, man,
That's the
for
issue.
real, like junior high school and high school should have a boxing ring, man. If you want to, you want to fight.
But you know what?
Go to the ring.
They should have never put high school and middle school together.
No,
I don't think
It's not together.
Yes, they are. Now they are.
I mean, they come out of the building and they're right there with each other.
They
So
need to be
because they have
separated.
different
No, it's a lot of-
interests, what is
It's a lot
that?
of middle
Too
schools
close.
that's the street pregnant, man.
Is it just
And you got a lot of middle school girls that's looking like they 17, 18. These little high school boys.
the water out here crazy? But,
Nah, it ain't the water.
Shayla has the next topic here for us, people.
Yes. Along those lines, I really wanted to talk about dating again because, you know, it's a
We
hot
gotta talk
topic.
about this, man.
No, not us, please.
Oh, okay.
No. What is your take on interracial dating?
ain't nothing
You know
wrong
what?
with it.
I'm ready to
Ain't nothing
jump
wrong
the
with it.
fence.
Listen,
man.
listen. We're gonna
For
start
real.
with
I'm ready. I'm ready
Miss
to jump the
DJ.
fence.
I have no issue with it. Like, honestly,
She
like
get vulnerable, all that talking.
No,
she
half
get-
my
I have
half my family know. Like my first cousin is like, I think I'm the only one that has a. I hate to say this, like my daughter's, I guess.
Mulatto.
No, like her dad's somewhat. I mean, he's black like me. All my other first cousins, like my one
Why
cousin,
was
her
that so
husband.
difficult to
No,
get?
I don't technically we're not just black. You know what
I
I'm
was like
saying?
zooming in, like, what
I'm
is it like?
We're black per
Like a
se,
mix?
you know, like
perceivably.
per se, we're black per
Yeah,
se. But like my other first cousins, like her boyfriend is
Irish?
No, he's black and Chinese and Japanese. So her kids are Blackanese,
They
so they say.
nigganese.
And then my other cousin, his wife is from Korea, so they're
They're
Korean and
Koreanese.
black.
So y'all got a
And my
lot of
other
love.
cousin-
Yellow fever. in your
Right.
family.
Right, everybody except me. And then my other cousin,
Everybody there with the chopsticks.
fiance is Indian. He's Indian. He's Navajo. And then she's pregnant now. And then my other cousin, she's married to a white man. So I'm literally the only one. So my child.
So you've already tasted the rainbow.
I am. I'm
Okay.
like,
Got
hey,
it.
where my John B at? You know what I'm
Got it.
saying?
You better say it.
Listen.
Hey,
just
that,
saying.
I'll leave that out.
that's
You know, I
so
have
serious.
no choices. I'm not picky at all. I do like them big, black, bearded.
Right, so wait.
I like
hold on.
beards and I like
So
nice
wait,
teeth.
she
I
just
like
said,
tattoos.
back.
she said, I'm not picky, but
I mean,
I like them big, black, and bearded. First of all, that sounds like my preference
Yeah.
Bunch of
too.
dudes at home
However,
like, yeah.
anyway,
But
Frank,
I don't buy.
Man, I don't care, man. Take how I
Equal
come.
opportunist, huh?
I-
Take it any way you can get it.
long as you got a pulse, you got a chance with Frank.
No,
You got it.
that's not real.
No.
She can't be.
She gotta at least be
skinny.
coherent.
She can't be skinny. I ain't rocking with this. I ain't rocking with the thing.
Hey.
See?
Damn
There it
it.
is.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Herman got a chance. Look, uh-oh.
All right, well, the way things are going right now, I am actually like I've never been the person to look at skin color. You know, I look at personality. But I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like super like standoffish with Caucasian women because I've witnessed it. Like they call you ER in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
So I try to stand away
That's
from that.
everybody
But as
I've
far
never
as like
seen you date a white
exactly,
ever. She might be the closest.
you know how my mama is, right?
Yes.
Exactly why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't use the cone, don't bring it home.
Man, you just don't know my mama, bro. She do though. Shayla do. But I look at it like in like 20, 30 years from now, race is really not gonna be an issue because every culture and creed and you know what I'm saying, everything is breeding and like the cultures is intermingling. So like there's gonna be no black, white, Latino. It's gonna be like, what is your grandparents?
Right.
Not what you are. What is your grandparents?
Pull out the
Because
tree.
Man, I think
yeah, like what are your roots? Because
We all
like
mixed anyway.
the
but it's
lot
all
of races
race.
are going. A lot of races are going to like really
Take over.
Not even take
It's
over.
watered down.
yeah, there's nothing gonna
No,
be
but
pure.
you know
so
what? No, you say that, but you know what? I know.
Hitler in his grave.
I know
rolled over.
people. It's like it's DNA though. Like I know 2 light-skinned people got a child darker than me. It's in their DNA. Like it don't matter. It's a DNA.
Melanin is deep in the
It's-
black roots.
You know what I'm saying? It comes out here and there, and then you got some people as dark as me that
I
got
know.
kids like your color.
Like,
Like
my grandmother had 2 albino children, so like,
Hey, straight up, I'm equal opportunist, but I enjoy light-skinned women with red shirts and cut-up jeans. Oh man,
That's the situation. We pays him no mind over here. Look, hey, I got another question here for y'all. What does living mean to you? Like,
what does living mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta live your dream, man. You can't be sitting in no 9 to 5 talking about I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. You never gonna do it.
okay. Well, let's get the little lady down here that's been pretty quiet here. Let's put her on the blast. Can we zoom the light in on her right there? Just, what's living?
Just doing what you want to do in life. You
Right.
know, whatever you feel like, that's what you want to do. Just do it.
Bucket list.
I don't agree with what you just said, though.
bet you
Correct.
Because you have to work a 9 to 5.
No, you don't. No,
You
don't.
need to do what you have to do
do.
till you can do what you want to do. That kind of thing can get people divorced.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Next.
Well, listen, you get divorced because you didn't have the initiative to like really go out there and really get it. You stayed in the position to where you thought it was there. You know what I'm saying?
you got divorced because it wasn't me.
It's
Shayla,
too many.
that's all
It's too
that
many
was.
dudes living off their girls nowadays. Stop doing
yeah,
that.
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Living off the girls is living off the system.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh
It's
man.
Oh, that's
a
wonderful.
whole
Hey,
other
look.
subject though.
When you walk,
Here
hey,
we
when
go.
you walk in the house and she got food, oh man, and cable, oh man.
No, all these, like,
And
a lot
we
of
ain't
these
gotta watch
niggas,
Bounce
a lot of
TV?
these niggas, like, if you got a PS4, Wi-Fi, and food, they good.
They good.
Oh, yeah.
They going
They
on.
living.
Hey, we locked in.
Herman, what's living to you?
Living is being financially set. Like everybody is alive right now. It's blessing. It's a blessing to be alive. But when you're living, I'm talking about like looking at like 2 or 3 different accounts and seeing like, okay, like my bill's coming out automatically. I'm good. What's up? What you want to do this weekend? We flying or we driving? That's living. You know what I'm saying? To where like your kids straight. Like, daddy, I need this. Go ahead, pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's living. House paid for, car paid for. Both of y'all got insurance. Your kids are like got trust funds. Even if it's not like even if it's not you don't have to have millions of dollars to start a trust for your kids. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
heck no.
that's living. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think they
put
living because
$5,000
they posting pictures on Instagram with bottles and money and. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not living. That's living for the moment.
Go
I'm
to jail.
living for
Go
the
to jail.
future.
Be indigent.
Right. Or get killed and need a GoFundMe account.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you say? Go fund me.
Go
Get
fund me. There's so many.
Sorry.
There's so many of those.
That's not living.
That's so
That's living.
sad.
That's living for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
Living's
people,
to die.
a lot of people think they living when they just barely making it because,
surviving.
yeah.
Right. It's the difference between surviving and living people. What about you, Danny? Same.
Same.
There it
I
is.
agree.
Look, I skipped right by her. I'm sorry. Real quick. Shayla.
Well, since the camera's on me. A lot of what Herman said applies to me too, but just being comfortable. I don't need a lot of anything. I've never been that type of chick. I just, you gonna need a whole lot to be with me. You don't even halfway qualify. But just being comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people. I got 4 kids. I don't have that go with the flow type of mentality. I can't. So to me, really living is being able to do for them and do for myself, and really being able to take care of myself. You know, people think jobs or whatever, but it's not even about that for me. It's peace of mind. That's really living.
Right.
I agree. I like that about it. So next one. Look, I'm gonna jump into this next one. What do you look for in a spouse? Like everybody at some point in time want to get married, want to settle down. So what is it that you look for? Those top 2 things that you just feel like that person need to have. I'm scared to start with Clyde. Let's go down here to somebody else.
Bekah.
Yeah,
Clyde
please.
doing today?
He get last.
He said 2 things.
Yep, 2 things.
Trust, and loyalty.
Trust and loyalty.
That's it. I don't ask for much.
There it is.
so.
See, simple love.
She's still young. She ain't got no
Hey,
kids.
what? Yeah, that is.
What?
Go ahead.
My top 2 things. My top 2
Just top 2?
things. Just top 2. Goal orientated and career driven, because we can't live off love, hopes, and dreams.
I agree.
Hey,
There it is. What about you, Frank?
She gotta be a go-getter.
Go get it.
She gotta be a go-getter. She can't be sitting at home with no media. She gotta know what she want to. And 2, like, she gotta be genuine. Can't be phony with me.
There it is. Danny?
You
You
said
must got a
2.
long list.
Yeah, she
It's not a
she
lot.
running for grade school.
I'm gonna try to make it 2 and simple.
Legal pad.
Okay, because it's a lot of weirdos out here, so I gotta be able to trust you with my daughter. I have a daughter, you know, so it's different when you have a son, but not really per se. Because
Oh, no, it
it's
ain't.
creeps out. I said it's not really
No,
different because it's you can't.
Per se. It's per se.
People, you know, people are not really who you think they are, and God forbid, I feel like if I trust you with me and my daughter, we're in the house together, and I need to be able to trust you with her. So I need to know you're not a creep, you're not going to try to molest her, touch her, look at her, other than being your child too. So that's number 1. Trust.
That's a sick subject.
You know, I have to be real because I be watching a lot of ID channel and all that.
That's the
you know.
problem. You
Watch
can tell
Snap.
somebody to
Watch
watch
Snap
that
a
stuff
lot.
every day.
You watch Snap?
Man,
So much special victims.
That's another thing too. You
SUV
cannot watch
and
Snap
stuff,
and be with me.
and SUV, you know what I'm saying? No, I be watching, I be thinking like, damn, some really messed up people.
Right. What's your number 2
He
then?
was getting-
Number
getting
2.
ideas.
His, I mean, I know what not to do to get caught if I'm gonna kill somebody, but that's a whole nother
Yeah.
subject.
Wait, that's
but,
number 2?
no, number 2.
Hey, you were.
She was answering.
Switch me seats, bro.
But no, number 2 is you gotta be about your business. I'm not saying you gotta be rich or anything, but I gotta see you wanna, I mean, I can take care of me, you, and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see that together we can be a team. I'm all about teamwork, you know, teamwork with the dream work. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 incomes. If you got more than 2, that's awesome too. You know, we can build and maybe do another company together. Like,
Tell the strings in.
She was talking
There
to
it is.
somebody.
Yeah, there was, something happened.
Daddy too.
Oh, I was toasting it. I asked the question. I'll just keep it brief, you know. God. You guys ever put God in there?
She got real
I
corny.
put guys ever got in there. That changed the whole game of it. And you know, stability. You know, you gotta be willing to have a solid situation for us to make it happen, right? There you go. So
Shayla May.
I would say, dang, I know I ain't asked Clyde.
Stability and stability.
Yeah.
Have to check.
Look, what you say?
I gotta take the
That'll
sunglasses
keep you
off for
smiling.
this one. Real hair. That's number 1, real hair.
I'm worried about the fact
tired.
that Clyde sleeping in the
I'm
back.
tired.
the hair and the head could be real, might not be theirs, but I mean, they
I'm
fall
tired.
out, so
I'm
it's
tired of the
theirs.
shedding.
Real
I
hair
can't-
sheds.
Yeah.
No, not like
Real hair
Brazilian though.
Sink
It's
drain.
real hair.
My shower drain.
And number 2. And number 2. Why you
What's
pass me, man?
your number 2, dude?
Love, man. True love. Real love.
So what about you love got fake hair
I
though?
ain't even gonna ask that question.
If true love got fake hair?
Yeah, because you done dated some quick weeds I done seen on your face.
Man, right, I'm sure he done had a couple of ones.
That's why I'm trying to change my life, man. Real hair.
It's always somebody like that want to be picky with their choice. You better get that
Real hair.
get that cheeseburger.
You got
Real
sectional
love.
couch hair in the back. It's awesome.
Oh,
You
wow.
got the audacity. People that wear weeds.
What?
This my real hair though.
All All right, I got one more question here for everybody before we get out of here. Make sure everybody shout out their name. You know where to find us at. Shout out to DJ Lalo and New Concepts and Solutions, man. They showing us the spot, showing us love, being supportive of the show. You already know how that go. Make sure you check out our sponsors and so forth. But the last question that I have here is, what would you change about yourself? You know, we're going into 2016, right? You know, of course, it could be anything from your money situation, your love situation, but what would you change briefly about yourself going into the new year? We ain't gonna cause it a resolution because I don't want to do that. It'll jinx it. Let's just say what you want to do. Clyde, hurry up, make it quick.
Only thing that I would change, is this for the year or life?
Your life.
I would have actually tried a little bit harder in college.
Right, but you can still go back.
Not when you owe student loans. It ain't that easy.
It is actually.
Pray about it.
Oh, I did. Yeah. No, but my plan is this though. My daughter's 4, so by the time she's 18, I'm gonna have a college degree. If I gotta take a class, a semester.
What? Okay, that's good. Whatever you got to do to make
Okay.
the positivity.
All right.
That lost me. Shayla, go ahead and go.
I just want to lose 40 pounds, man.
Man,
That's it.
you straight. That's straight. That's it. That's what happened. That's a thick girl situation. We just
Y'all
want to
don't
lose weight.
understand.
I was thinking that one, like, I'm gonna be
we
more
can be broke because
serious,
we think so
like-
much bigger. Yeah, but if I lose weight, I won't be broke. Lose weight just be part of like the whole solution of life.
Drop 40 off of this.
I'll never be broke.
That's
All
all
right.
I'll make it work.
That's not mine,
financially.
though, people. At all. I'm just tapping in on what she said. Danny, what you got?
I want to add a third stream of business.
What? I'm sorry,
A
Bekah.
third stream, like I have
Okay.
2.
Okay.
I want to add a
So,
third one.
Okay.
By this time, well, hopefully I'll be more into it this time next year.
right there it is. And you'll get that, I'm sure. I remember I met you first. You was just getting your realtor. You know. What about you, Mr. Miller?
Man, truthfully, I just wanna. I got like 2. I wanna have. It's weird because I wanna have more time for my daughter, but at the same time, I wanna get out of Akron. I wanna take my time to South Beach.
Right.
For real,
I feel it.
it's rough here.
Small town. All right, Pizz, Herm.
One thing you can change about yourself.
One thing I can change about myself, honestly,
We don't want you lying.
no, I'm saying that it's a lot of things. Like I ain't gonna say it's a lot of things, but perceivably, the first thing that I would like to change perceivably, shout out to DottyRedd, I just want to get my next business off the ground because like my first 2 days was cool, but being in Akron, you know, it's kind of hard to get people to support you when they know you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this new one that I'm working on, I'm not putting like no, but for real, this new business that I'm working on, don't nobody know the name, don't know the logo. My face is not gonna be attached to that until I get a 6-figure income, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, it was me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that one,
No,
man.
for real,
I'm with
for
you
real.
on that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to change about myself. I got to get back motivated into my business because,
Let's go.
you know, my daughter getting older and I want to be financially stable. You know, me and her got plans, so you know, I want to be financially stable to where I can do everything I want to do.
All right. Well, speaking of her, what you got? Look. Yeah, we was coming down there.
I just want to finish school.
Finish school. There it is. Okay. What you do you know what you're going for? What you want to go for?
Nursing.
Okay. There it is. You know, listen. Myself.
It's good money. So.
Right. It's consistent. It's always there. It's always
good.
there.
good
But
for
for me personally, you know, I just want to just be successful, just like you know Trey Songz. There it is, by all means, right? Because my success is everybody's success, not really what you get. What I'm saying. So,
How do you measure success?
man, go get it. There it is. Staying focused, learning your craft, whatever it may be, you know, and staying motivated and ambitious, right? You got to take risks to get money. Scared money don't make no money. Look, we about to wrap it up for the WRC Roundtable. Again, I appreciate the love. I just want everybody to shout out where they can find it. You already know where you can find these 3, so we ain't gonna waste the time there. But Danny, where can they find you at?
Danielle Johnson at howardhanna.com.
At Howard Hannah. All right. What about you?
Frank Miller on Facebook, CO7 Life on Sue. That's tsu.co // CO7 Life LYFE.
Oh my.
Too much. Go ahead.
Saying that's where I'm at.
Any social
Shut
media,
Facebook down.
any social media is that boy Pizz at DATBOIPIZZ. Any social media, even MySpace. I check it from time to time.
Here
I
and
still
there.
get plays on there.
All right. Mrs.
You can find me on Facebook, Bekah Palmer. That's it.
Straight to the point.
I don't know.
There it is. We signing out again. The WRC Show is DottyRedd, Shayla May, Tone, Clyde Jackson, Rodney, this dude,
Rodney.
and everybody else, man. Shout out. Make sure y'all follow us again. Follow our sponsors. Leave a comment. You already know where to go. Tag us, share it. There it is.
I'm from the AK, born to be a weapon for that money. Yeah, I'm wrecking like a missile, bitch. I'm about to blow. Think